on your dimension assignment, you're going to call up the DIM1 drawing that's provided. And you're going to take each figure and dimension them as shown on your PDF. On this first little figure, you're going to be using continuous or baseline. The top portion continuous, the bottom would be an example of baseline. When you do that, you have to first activate linear. Select your 2 points that you want to dimension. Then you come up to your continuous or baseline. Now, for example, we're going to hit continuous, and you select the points that you want to dimension. Then when you're done, you hit enter or escape. To do the baseline, you do the same thing. Activate your linear and dimension that first set of dimensions. Come in and hit your baseline and continue dimensioning those points. You will have to go in and adjust your dimension style with the appropriate decimal places. You can do one of two things. You can come in here, say new, call it DIM1. At this point, you're going to set your units. You'll also have to, if you notice that on this particular set of dimensions, it's going to be ordinate. You do not have a 0 in front of the decimal place, which here would be suppress 0 leading. Then you can say OK, set as current, close. I can come up here, and if I need to, I can update these dimensions. Again, I can hit update. I will also want to go in and make sure that I didn't move by chance my dimensions, so that they were not even anymore. Over here you're going to use ordinate. Now what you'll need to do is, because you want this to be the 0, 0. So when you do that in dimension with dimension ordinate, it's giving the X and the Y location. So right now, if I come in and I say ordinate and I come in and dimension, you'll notice that it's not at the 0, 0. It's actually 22 in the X direction away from the 0, 0. So what we need to do first is go ahead and reset our origin. So we can go up there by doing our tools, new UCS, scroll down to origin, and pick that corner. Now when I come in and do my ordinate, I can come in and select the corner and bring it straight down. If I need to do angles, I can. Just make sure your ortho is not on. This one here is basic dimensioning that you've been using all along. If I come in and I dimension from the center here, and I want to move that to the outside, select on it. You can move with text only, you can move with leader, and place that to the outside. Here you've got one where you're going to use arc length. Very simple, just select the arc. This one here, if you notice, the decimal places are different from the others. So I would go on this particular one, just select it, right mouse click, Properties, go down to your primary units, precision, and change the precision on that one to whether it's 4 or 5, whatever the specified on the PDF. On this, you're going to put a center mark. If you come over to your Annotate, Dimension, third one over is center mark. And I can come in and select the center mark. Now, on this particular one here, you'll notice that the center mark expands past the circle. Up in your dimension style, you can go in and adjust the center marks. And you can say that you can have it as a mark, a tick, under your symbols and arrows, center marks, see none, there would be none, and they only appear when you put in a diameter or radius dimension, mark, and then a line. So on this particular one, if I came in and I dimensioned the diameter, notice how it brings in that line. Here, if I'm dimensioning this diameter, I would need to make sure that got our properties over here, I would need to make sure that that center mark is a mark. Then I would hover over the middle grip button that is over the text, scroll down and say Move Text Only, and place that to the center of that circle. On this one, again, this would be a radius, and I would have to go in and adjust that center mark. I also have a tolerance, so I can come in under my Annotate Dimension and hit Tolerance. At this point, you get a chart. So my symbol looks like it is a tolerance. You can come in and put the information. So if right now, if I went in and put in this symbol for diameter, datum points, that one would be M, that would be L, that would be an S. Let's go back here to 0.002. And that's the diameter symbol. And then I would place it. At this point, you can just leave the layers the way they are, that they come in on this drawing. This particular dimension, you can go in and put them on the DIM layer. They show up on white on the PDF just for clarity. So you can either put it on dimension, or you can leave it on that 0 layer.